Congressman, I want to run through some of what we just learned from Dana Bash as she just got off the phone with President Trump. Call it regime change, call it whatever you want. It does seem that the president having a say in, or maybe final say in, who the next leader of Iran is, seems to be now very squarely part of the aims, goals, and focus of this war operation. The president has said it on social media that after the selection of a great and acceptable leader, and then he said some other things, and he told Dana just now, Congressman, that how you're going to do that, install and approve the next leader of Iran. The president told her essentially that he thought it was going to be easy. It's going to work like it did in Venezuela. Will it?
Well, first off, issues of war are never easy. In recent United States history, in Vietnam, in Afghanistan, even in Iraq, people have said to the American people that those missions were going to be quick. Well, they ended up too often being quagmires, and we need to make sure that that doesn't happen again here in Iran. So President Trump's rosy, optimistic outlook may face a very different reality soon. That's the reason why they need to come to Congress. And if they're going to go to war against Iran, and this is clearly a war, it needs to be voted on by the American Congress. This is not a decision unilaterally made by one person, Donald Trump. No matter how much power he thinks he has, the actual power lies with the people, and the people are represented through Congress. Under our Constitution, this is not a close call. He has to bring these decisions to Congress.
Well, I mean, House Senate voted. They've greenlit the operation. It doesn't seem like, unless maybe possibly if it moves towards a ground operation, ground troops going in, that they will be coming to the Congress for any of it. But let's focus on the here and now, because it does seem almost, quite frankly, practically speaking, too late for asking for that. The president also brought up Cuba to Dana and said this, that essentially Cuba's next. Cuba is going to fall pretty soon, by the way, unrelated, but Cuba is going to fall too. They want to make a deal so badly, he told Dana. And then he said he's going to put Marco Rubio on it, which is sure to fuel the memes that have already been out there, which is Marco Rubio has to take on everything. This seems to be Marco Rubio's next and new assignment. What do you think of this, that now already in the midst of this, President Trump is now putting his sights on Cuba?
Well, let me first address what you said earlier, that we somehow bypass the United States Constitution. No, you cannot bypass the Constitution. The president tried to do it with tariffs, and the Supreme Court.
I'm just saying effectively. Congress is not doing anything.
Acted in a constantly. Well, it's unfortunate that our Republicans in Congress aren't standing up for themselves and demanding that this president act in a constitutional way. But I don't want to sort of gloss over that. It is our Constitution. It's the guiding document of this country. We should not gloss over the fact that this president is consistently doing things in an unconstitutional way. But while he's gallivanting around the globe, trying to take over this country or that country, prices are rising in America. What about affordability? That's the issue that most Americans care about. We see gas prices rising drastically right now. This president, because of not supporting the tax credits on healthcare costs are rising for the American people. So while he is gallivanting about the globe and trying to replace leaders here and there, prices are getting more expensive to the American people. And we need to be focused in on creating a more affordable America. This president is not focused on that, and the American people are going to punish him at the ballot box because of that lack of focus on the most important thing to the American people.
On gas prices, the president is talking about that. He told Dana it's okay because they're going to go down. He also talked to Reuters and said, I don't have any concern about it, meaning how gas prices have gone up so much. They'll drop very rapidly when this is over, and if they rise, they rise. But this is far more important than having gasoline prices go up a little bit, talking about the war and his war aims there. Does he have a point?
No, the president has lost the confidence of the American people on the issue about caring about affordability. You saw that. The one big beautiful bill that ripped away health care from the American people, the failure to include the tax credits so that the Affordable Care Act can be within reach for the American people. Millions of people are losing their health care. The tariffs, the illegal tariffs that raised costs on the American people. The Supreme Court told him correctly that it is illegal. And he told the Supreme Court to pound sand, and now he's trying to do a tariff under a different unconstitutional regime. This president is hell bent on violating the Constitution, and the American people are paying the price.